Okay, somebody joined. Hello. Hey everybody. Sorry I'm like a little bit late. I had technical difficulties taping my phone to my computer, which is where it's at right now. Damn, 100 people, awesome. Yo, you guys sent in the best questions. I have them all here on a Word document. Why don't we jump into it? I'll start with a Lost in Space question because I know that a lot of you guys like Lost in Space. Let's see. This first one comes from lal.ozselek. Can you please tell Max to follow me? Max, I speak directly to you. Follow lall.ozselek. Okay, who are you still in contact with from Lost in Space? I talked to Max, Mina, Ignacio, and Raza mostly, and I get some advice, life advice from Raza, which is really nice. How'd I get into working on Lost in Space? I auditioned. That was really, really fun. What are your top 3 TV shows? Sure, but soon probably. Oh, my phone is slipping off my computer screen. Jessica Mancy, my friend Jessica asked me, what's my go-to snack? Probably this Indian food called kakra with peanut chutney and ghee, and then, or like an avocado with some tahini or chili lime on it. Really good. My favorite song at the moment. I got it right here. That's called Brown Monday. It's by AP Dillon and Gurinder Gill, and it was the number one song in India for like months, really recently. And I found out about it through TikTok. Someone asked me if I could go anywhere right now, where would it be? And probably like, I really romanticize like being in full, I've always loved the rain, so I really romanticize like being in full rain gear with goggles and everything and flying on a broomstick like in that Harry Potter movie where they do that. That'll be sweet. When did I know I wanted to be a musician? I haven't really thought about like what I want to be as a career until the last few years, but I've known I've wanted to make music ever since I was a little kid. Do you hear that voice crack? The first thing I ever wanted to be was a conductor for an orchestra. When is season 3 dropping? I'm gonna read some of your some of your questions here. When is season 3 dropping? I don't know, but I think sometime this year. They said it was gonna be this year. Are you, Arinka.nipo asks, do you hang out with Mina outside of Lost in Space filming? I love your guys' friendship. Yes, we actually just talked on the phone yesterday. We have a secret project planned that I can't tell you about. Want to get any pets? Yeah, I have a dog named Goji, and I have a new cat, which we are currently in the process of naming. So that's awesome. But I'm more of a cat person because I'm kind of lazy. How long does it take me to write a song? It depends on the song. Some songs take me like 3 years to write, and some songs take me a day. Yeah. Someone asked me, what's the story behind what inspired me to write Higher Stakes? I wrote Higher Stakes with my with my girlfriend's best friend, Lucienne May. And or Lucien Narwar. And the song's kind of inspired, I guess, by the experience of someone, like I think a lot of people have had experiences where someone wants to be with them romantically and they're not interested, and for some reason that person is not really getting that message, and it really hurts because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings, but at the same time you're like, go, this isn't right for me. And you know, it really hurts. You're standing in the pouring rain, you're crying, and you're hoping they don't feel the same. You're hoping that they aren't hurting too. And I guess that's a perfect time for me to play Higher Stakes. So this is a song I wrote with my friend Lucien, and it's called Higher Stakes. It came out a few weeks ago, and you can stream it everywhere. And this is my acoustic version of it. Days come with all your pain, let it die today, get that love away from me. It's like I'm standing in the pouring rain, there's liquid running down my face. And higher stakes come with all your pain, let it die today, get that love away from me. Change what I can't control. You love me, yeah, I know that you're loving me, but I don't feel the same way, so go. I've told you again and before, but every time your foot's in the door and you won't let it close. Higher stakes come with higher pain, let it die today, get that love away from me. It's like I'm standing in the pouring rain, there's liquid running down my face. Whoa, and higher stakes come with higher pain, let it die today, get that love away from me. It's like I'm standing in the pouring rain, I'm hoping you don't feel the same. Oh, and I know you want a heart, but mine's all dry. Oh, and I know you want a soul, why don't you try to look inside? And I know you want a heart, but it won't be mine, no, it won't be mine. And I know you want a soul, why don't you try to look inside? Have you tried to look inside? Why don't you try to look inside? Come with higher pain, let it die today, get that love away from me. It's like I'm standing in the pouring rain, standing in the pouring rain, liquid running down my face, liquid running down my face. Oh, it's like I'm standing in the pouring rain, standing in the pouring rain, liquid running down my face, liquid running down my face. Oh, down my face, liquid running down my face, standing in the pouring rain. Oh, oh, Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. That song, that's called Higher Stakes. It's out on all streaming platforms, and it's my second single. Thank you. I saw someone ask if I am Canadian. Yes, I am Canadian, and I am American, and I am ethnically Indian and Northern European. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh my God, thank you. I'll answer some more questions. That's my girlfriend. I'm just in her room right now. What's the most important thing for me? Beer and country music. Who's my favorite Avenger? I would say Probably Captain America, Black Widow, or Spider-Man. Probably, yeah. Yeah. What was my first job? My first job was working at Expo National Train Museum in Quebec when I was 16 for a summer. That was super fun. And I got really good at French there because I had to tour everyone in French. So that was my first job. Explorer la Musée National des Trains. Woo! My favorite Marauder. These are the creators of the Marauders map in Harry Potter. I guess there's Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. Definitely not Peter Pettigrew, because F that guy. Probably Professor Lupin or Sirius Black. I mean, we don't know much about Harry's dad other than he was kind of a mean person. I don't know. What was my first job? I already did that one. Sorry. What's my favorite movie? Probably my favorite movie I've probably seen recently is probably still Marriage Story, on Netflix. I don't know. I just love the acting in it so much. Yeah. If I got locked in a room with one person, who would I choose that to be? Probably like Dumbledore, because he could get me out of there, or my friend Chris, because we could have conversations forever. If we were really locked, and even Dumbledore couldn't aloha mora out of there, then probably my friend Chris, because we have really, really good conversations. Saya Bertio asks, what's your best quality and your worst fault? I'd say my best quality is probably that I typically always kind of default to seeing the best in people and assuming that I can be really selfish sometimes, and I am not very considerate of other people's time. Like I'm really late for stuff, which is something I'm working on, but yeah, so I'd say that's probably my worst quality. Tell us about your favorite Bollywood movie. Hello to all my Indian followers. I'm Indian. My favorite Bollywood movie, I haven't seen a ton, but my favorite's definitely Three Idiots, because it's just hilarious. Who likes Three Idiots on this? It's so funny. If you don't speak Hindi, or I don't know if it's in Hindi, but if you don't speak Hindi, then watch it with subtitles. It's a 3-hour long movie. It's a comedy, but it's also like kind of deep and has meaning, and it's really, 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 really funny. It's a super famous one. Hey, what's up, Trezo? Have I ever been to Europe? Yeah, I've traveled. I've actually been lucky enough to visit over 30 countries in my life. And probably like 15. One time I was in Europe with my family, and we live in Canada, so we're not used to being able to drive from country to country other than the US, but we drove through like 3 countries in one day one time in Europe, so that was really cool. I can't speak Hindi, so I can't sing anything in Hindi. I don't know I think Brown Monday is in Punjabi. I don't know all the lyrics, but it's like Desi Chakita Trapa Jibita Brown Monday. And Brown Monday, that's my favorite song right now. It means brown boys. So brown boys for life. When did I talk to Mina last? I talked to Mina yesterday, and again like a week ago. Yeah, she's awesome. Where do you live? Your paradise is so pretty. Thank you so much. That's from Daniela Quinones. Being an actor, I often am not in the same place. Happy birthday, by the way. Being an actor, I'm often not in the same place. I kind of go where I work, so whether that's Toronto or whether that's Vancouver or wherever. But right now during quarantine, I am in the town I grew up in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, living at my parents' house, and it's awesome. Do I speak French? Yes. Je peux parler français. J'ai été en immersion française pendant 7 ans. Alors, je peux parler français comme ci, comme ça. Je peux comme avoir une conversation avec des personnes, mais mon grammaire, ce n'est pas parfait. And French and English are the only two languages I speak. I don't speak Spanish, but my girlfriend speaks Spanish. My best friend from Lost in Space would have... Ooh, that's so difficult. Mina, Max, Ignacio, or Raza. But everyone, I miss everyone on that show. Even like all the directors, producers. We spend so much time where, like, we're not doing creative work. Well, they're doing creative work on our faces and our hair, but we're just having conversations. So we really get to know each other. So I really miss the hair and makeup department. Ah, c'est déjà bien ton français. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Where's Lost in Space filmed? Lost in Space is filmed mostly in Vancouver, mostly on like sound stages. So it's filmed on like big lots with, you know, like you see in the movies, with sets. Yeah, a lot of our outdoor scenes are actually filmed on sets, but a lot aren't. Yeah, and then we film it in the hills in Vancouver. We also film in Alberta. And season 2, the first few episodes were filmed in Iceland, which is crazy. Do we get to hear Jasper acoustic? Yes, that is coming up very, very soon. Let me just see if there's any more questions that I want to answer before that. I'll answer this one after. It's a good question. Yeah, I got a few more about Lost in Space, but first I'm going to play Jasper. Someone asked me what inspired... Here, Sinful Dreamer, which I believe you are on here right now, asked me what inspired you to write the song Thrift Shop, which is now modified into Jasper. Now, I performed Jasper at an open mic like 4 or 5 years ago, and my dad filmed it, and he put it up on YouTube, and he just named it Thrift Shop because I say thrift shop in it. So I love that you know that. Thank you so much. And it was inspired by a past relationship I had, and I remember the song starts with staring at the moon, and that's a memory of I had just gone with my friend Chris to go see this person for one of the first times, and on the drive, Chris in his E30, which is what I'm talking about, and on the drive back, I was thinking about how I had just seen this person, and Chris and I decided we're hungry, so we stopped to get samosas, as one does, at the mall, and we're in the parking lot of the mall, and it's a full moon, it's nighttime, and I'm looking up at the moon, and I had been kind of like sad and heartbroken for quite a few months, but for the first time I kind of remember like being okay with it. You know, I was heartbroken, but I was happy, and I could feel my heart being pulled towards this new person. So that's what the song is about, and I hope you like it. This is my first single. It's called Jasper. Thank you to everyone who has streamed my music. Staring at the moon, and my heart is in two, and both pieces belong to you. Something feels new. My heart's being pulled and my body's in queue. Driving through the snow, listening to Coldplay with Chris in his E38. Things are looking up for me this December. We look up, his downfall, those flakes, and Oh, my body feels so much from your warm, loving touch. I dream us at the thrift shop. You smile at me and my heart begins to blush. You get scared when you feel lonely. I want you to know that I'll still love you just the same. You can't worry and doubt things I'd never even think about, but I love how we are not the same. Oh, and baby, so soon I'll come to Jasper, Alberta, and I'll sing this song for you. You'll ask, is your heart in? And I'll say not anymore, but it was when I met you. Thank you so much, everybody. So much. I'm gonna answer some more questions now. Also, I saw Nevis on here. Hi, Nevis. Thanks for watching. Let's see here. Since when do you want to be an actor? That's asked by Julia Lestage, or Lestage. I honestly, I started acting when I was like 12. But I never, again, like music, I never like really thought about it as a career. I was just, I was 12, and then I was going through high school, and I never thought it was possible for me to be a professional actor, just because I just felt like it was so slim chances. So I was always planning on like going to high school, applying for university, going to university, and getting a job, and always doing like music and maybe some university theater. But I probably realized I wanted to be an actor as a job when I got my first big role, which was my first lead in a TV show. And this was during my gap year, right after I finished high school, and I was about to do a math internship in Australia and then go to study chemistry and math in university, which I haven't done yet. And I got this acting job, and I was like, oh, maybe this is actually a possibility. I got 100 days of on-set experience in that 1 year over five different projects that I booked. So that's kind of how I became an actor. Do I play Warzone? I don't. I don't play many video games, but my favorite video game is Until Dawn. If anyone's played Until Dawn, it is so fun. So fun. Yeah, does anyone play Until Dawn? Yeah, it's like so amazing. And Rami Malek is in it. He played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, so there's actors in this video game, and it's a horror video game. So fun. Someone asked the story behind my name. So my full name is Ajay Nicholas Parikh Friese. My last name is Parikh Friese, hyphenated with my dad and my mom's last name. And I kind of went with Ajay Friese as an actor because I felt like Ajay encompassed my Indian side, and Friese encompassed my European side. And it's easier for people to say than my full name. But the story behind Ajay it means victorious, I think. Which is cool because I live in Victoria, so that's funny. Kyle just said the. I love it. Hi from Iran. Hello. Can I play another instrument? I like to think I can play piano, but really I know like 3 chords and I only use the white keys, so I can't really play piano. But I would love to learn. I play violin. I've been playing violin since I was 3, but I don't really play it much anymore. Besides Debbie, who's my favorite character? Probably Don West. Oh my god, Don West is hilarious, and in season 3, Don West is even hilariouser. He is hilarious, and he has such a good heart, and oh, I love that character. Yeah. From a scale of 1 to 100, how terrified was I when I saw all the casts from Lost in Space? I was terrified to be working with. When I first got Lost in Space, I had been on like one other show, and so I was terrified to be working with like really good people. And I was like, what if I only had a really good audition and, you know, I actually suck? But I don't know. I think I did all right. Thank you so much, everyone. Mina's on here. Hi, Mina. Yeah. And here's I like this question. What was the roughest part of my Lost in Space journey? Well, the characters had plenty of rough spots, you know, with getting sucked into wormholes and almost dying a million times. But as an actor, my roughest part was in the filming of season 3, which hasn't come out yet. And it's 2 a.m. and I just feel so terrible. It's 3 a.m. and I just was so upset. And I'm like, what are we going to do? This was our only day at this location, so I'm not going to ask everyone to like go back to that location. Like I just had to film this, and I have like one of the most important scenes in my life so far tomorrow. Anyways, I wake up after getting like 3 hours of sleep, and I just drank a whole bunch of water. And Ignacio said, don't drink coffee. It'll make you crash. Eat foods that give you actual energy, like nuts and berries and fruit. And so I did that, and I just tried to conserve energy until my scene and just kind of sat there. And yeah, but that was the roughest part. Yeah. Hi, Keith. I appreciate all your comments. Have I ever visited Greece? I've never visited Greece, but I would love to. Will I save this live? Yes, I'm gonna save this live and I'm gonna post it on my feed. Do I like Taylor Swift? I love Taylor Swift. Perfect, but it's like, wait, that's terrible. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Statistically, and in like statistically, but I can also hear it. She is one of the greatest musicians of our time, and she has more longevity, I think, than any current artist out there. The only exception being possibly Drake. But honestly, Taylor Swift, I think, has outsold Drake. And yeah, honestly, like she still gets to number 1 on the charts, and she's been doing this for 13, 14 years. Yeah, she's incredible. And I think when you listen to her songwriting, especially on the last 2 albums, she is an incredible songwriter. And I think she's one of the American greats. I think she's in the class of like Bob Dylan and stuff. Someone asked me, what is it's kind of difficult for me to have a good time. So yeah, my favorite style of music is music that's not like that. Who are my favorite musicians? My hobbies and my favorite musicians change month to month. Right now, I really like that song "Serotonin" by Girl in Red, and I really like Lizzie McAlpine, and I really like Clinton Kane. But honestly, every month my kind of like hobbies and stuff change. Who was my first crush? This girl in like when I was in kindergarten. That's I think when I remember having a first crush. Um, yeah. And hey, Surav, it's my cousin on there in India. Oh, also all my love goes out to everyone in India who's being affected by COVID right now. Yeah, I hope that everyone's safe. That's really sad. Yeah. I don't speak Hindi. Sorry. What was my favorite to write? Higher Stakes or Jasper? Um, Both. And someone also asked me what's the favorite song I've ever written. What's my favorite song I've ever written? And it's usually like the most recent song I've written. You know what I mean? Like I I write a song and then I'm just stoked on it and I play it a whole bunch and then maybe a year later I like won't even care about it. But usually it's like the most recent song that I've written. Am I vaccinated? No, not yet. I can't get vaccinated here yet, but my parents are vaccinated, my girlfriend's vaccinated, a lot of my friends are vaccinated. Yeah, I hope to get vaccinated soon. Yeah. Yes. All right. Should I go? Should I go? I may leave. This has been so fun. Oh my God, this has been 40 minutes. How are you guys still on here? A word in French to me. Bonjour. Croissant. Cravate. 3. Is it your connection that's bad, or I don't know? Is everyone's connection bad here, or is it mine, or I don't know? Where am I from originally? I was born in Redmond, Seattle, which is where Microsoft headquarters are because my mom was worked in marketing for Microsoft. But I moved to Canada when I was 3, and my mom is from Canada. Yeah, and yes. Is the connection really bad for people? Like, am I laggy, or can you hear me good? Oh, and I didn't realize there was a question box. I'm to do that, but lost in space. But I love Riverdale. Honestly, I think it's genius because they can pull off anything on that show, and in a way, it makes it super. In a lot of ways, super unpredictable. And yeah, someone said I have not sang Higher Stakes, but I have, and I will post this on my feed so you can check it out. I sang it earlier in the live. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna end it now. Thank you so much.